In the kitchen with Chef Carol, guys. God bless you. Thank you to all my YouTube subscribers. God bless you. Love ya. Today, I'm going to be doing homemade chicken and waffles. It's creamy chicken and waffles. And I already had my chicken on boiling. I had a video for my prep work. You can watch that. That's already up and going. But to my chicken, I'm going to go ahead and add some celery. I already have my onion in. I'm going to add some celery and a potato just to thicken up my sauce for my chicken and waffles. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut down some celery so I can add that to my pot. I'm going to go ahead and cut it down in small size pieces, you know, so it'll cook evenly in the pot with my sauce. And I'm going to add the potato just to give it a thickening agent for my creaminess for my sauce. So when it goes on top of the waffles, it'll be nice and thick enough to add into the dish. So I'm just going to cut my potatoes. I'm going to dice them down in nice small squares so they won't be too thick in the dish. I added 2 onions to this dish. To my chicken. I'll show you my chicken is cooking. It's coming together. I have one medium-sized potato and 1 real tiny potato. These are the red potatoes that I'm using. I already washed them off, you know, rinsed them down and all. So we'll just add that to the pot here to go with my chicken. Homemade chicken and gravy. God bless me with a waffle maker. Almost done with my kitchen. All I have to do yet is get my microwave. Takes time, but I'm getting there. Okay, so I have 1.5 of a potato, and I have my celery. I already have my onion. I put 2 onions, as I said, in with the chicken. And it's cooking now, nice and slow. So I'll get this in the pot to get that boiling down, get that nice and tender. And with the chicken is I let cook already for like 45 minutes. So let's get this started, guys, and in the pot. Okay, guys, here's my chicken for my chicken and waffles. Already started boiling down. I'm going to show you how it's cooking. It's a nice thick piece there. The wing here. I'm going to hit and add some broth to that after sauteing my chicken and made it golden brown on each side. As you can see, it's cooked down some. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add my potatoes. I already had my onion in. I let that cook down. I'm going to add my potatoes and my celery to that as well. And let that cook down. Let them potatoes and that celery cook down in that meat. And then I can go ahead and once the chicken start falling off the bones, I can go ahead and separate the bones and begin to make the nice little sauce, cream sauce, to go with my chicken. And then that part's done. So I can go ahead and get my batter ready for my waffles. So I'm going to go ahead and just place that lid back on that chicken and let that finish cooking. My temperature is on 5, and we're going to let that just boil down, and slow process, but it's worth it. And as I said, I have a video with the prep, cutting up my chicken, cleaning my chicken, and getting it prepared to go in the pot. So let's let this chicken cook down, guys, and let it do what it do. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get my batter started. I'm going to do my dry mixture first, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my liquid mixture and put in together, whip that up, so when the chicken is done, I can actually go ahead and make my waffles. I have company coming over this evening, so we're going to enjoy some good old creamy chicken and waffles. So let's get started, guys. Okay, for my dry mixture, I'm going to add, I need my glasses. Let me put my glasses on. I need to see. I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of baking powder to 3 cups of flour. Okay, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix it together. I'm going to have to make this work with the butter that I have, so we're going to see, because I'm also going to be using some liquid coconut oil, so it should come out perfect. So let's set this aside, my dry ingredients, and get ready to mix up my liquid ingredients. Okay, to that I'm going to add, for my liquid mixture, I'm going to add a cup of milk. I have 2% milk, 1 cup of that. I'm going to add a tablespoon of the coconut oil, maybe a half a tablespoon of coconut oil. That's going to give it some good flavor as well for my waffles. I have small eggs, so I'm going to use 2 of those because they're really small. So if you have the large egg, you only need 1. Okay, I'm going to add my butter. It should be melted, but I'm going to go ahead and add it in as it is. And I'm just going to mix that together. You can add vanilla. I don't have any, so it'll be okay without. I already added my sugar to my flour already. So we just mix that together, blend that together real good. Set these aside here. I'm going to check on my chicken. Doing good. Okay, we're just going to make sure that this is mixed good. I'm going to bring back over my flour here. I'm not sure if I added my sugar. Guys, did I add my sugar? I don't remember adding my sugar. So, I'm going to go ahead and add my sugar. I don't remember putting my sugar in. And it would be a waste to not have your sugar in your waffles. So I'm going to add half a cup of sugar into that, in case there's already sugar in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that to the wet ingredients. I don't remember opening my sugar and putting it in there. So yeah, we got to have that. Just add the sugar in there. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and we'll put our wet with our dry, and we'll start mixing that together. Let's get that batter going. I need more milk, I'll add more. But for right now, I'm going this route. Let's get that butter down in there. And I'll just add another cup of milk to that. Let's add another cup of milk. So that's 2 cups of milk. Get it off the sides. Get this batter going. Guys, we're going to get that mixed together and I'll be back. Okay, I have my batter all nice and mixed in. It took some arm work, but yep, we got it done. Just get that thing mixed in there. Continue to mix. I'm going to cover it with a lid and I'm going to wait for my chicken to get done and then I can begin my waffles. Nice mixture there, guys. Ready to go. That homemade chicken and waffles, guys. Like I said, I have to get a microwave. That's why my butter, I wasn't able to melt my butter down. As soon as I get my microwave in, I'll be fine. I'll be on the road in. So it even makes it even more spacey now with, you know, the space I got in the section here. So I decided to go ahead and do my chicken and waffles so I can, you know, enjoy the room in case one of the waffles don't come out right, which I'm praying that everything comes together. So here's my batter for my chicken and waffles. I'm just going to place a lid on that, set that in the fridge, and wait for my chicken to get done. I'm going to place this in the refrigerator, guys, and wait for my chicken to boil down. I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the cream sauce with that, and get this meal rolling. Kind of slow today, kind of down a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe it's the weather, but you know, God is good. I'm going to make a nice meal today. Hopefully my sister, she'll come over, or you know, I had a family member said they were going to make it over to stop by today, so hopefully if they see my first video, they may, you know, even if they do see the video, they may still decide to show up this evening. So we're going to let my chicken finish cooking. Ooh, look at the flour on there. We're going to let my chicken continue to cook, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make a cream sauce to go with that. Get my waffles on. I'm going to do one at a time. I'm going to do a tester. I'm going to let you see that tester to see how the waffle turns out. If it comes out good, that's what we're having today. If it doesn't come out right, we're going to have some rice with chicken. So, guys, let's let that chicken cook down and I'll be back. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and check my chicken. You can see my chicken is falling apart. You can get the bones out. I want nice chunky pieces of that chicken in there. But I also want my potatoes to be cooked down, which didn't take long. My celery's nice and cooked in. So I'm going to go ahead and let this cool off a little bit while I take out my bones. See how the bones are, the chicken is loosening up off that bone there. So I can actually go ahead and separate that so I can go ahead and make a gravy. I'm going to show you how I'm going to add the mixture for my gravy. See, that bone's ready to come out. So I'll just place that in a bowl. Get all those bones out of there. another one. Get all the bones out. You can keep the skin in, skin off, it doesn't matter, it's up to you. If you decide to make this dish here. It's another bone. Take all the bones out. You see that chicken is falling right apart. So my chicken is done. The broth is nice and brown there, so it's going to be a nice gravy. And I can go ahead and get my waffles started. Another bone. Those bones out of there. Get bristle out. Okay. Looking good. Another bone here. Well, I don't actually have to cut that bristle to get that out of there. Looking good. Take some of that fat out. Cut this in half here. So we'll get chunks of chicken as well as, you know, the shredded chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. Show you how I'm going to make a light creamy gravy. And I'm going to turn this down to low. Until then, chicken's looking good. So let's make this gravy, guys. Get that in the pan. And then I'm going to make my waffles. Okay, for my gravy, I have a half of a cup of flour. I'm just going to put in the measuring cup. I have some beef broth. I'm just going to add a cup of beef broth to that. And I'm just going to mix it together. Make it nice and creamy, as well as give it some flavor for that gravy. I know it's beef broth. You could use beef broth, chicken broth. Chicken broth would go great, but I have beef broth, so that's what I'm using. Okay, to that I'm going to add just a tad bit of pepper. Maybe a teaspoon of pepper. I'm going to add some Slap Your Mama. Just a pinch of Slap Your Mama. Just a pinch. And a pinch of salt. Stir that in. And I'm going to add some cold water. Just a half a cup of cold water as well. Mix that together, blend that together there real good. And I'm going to go over and add that to the chicken. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and add that flour and water mixture right into the pan with the chicken. And it's a light cream sauce. Fast, easy way. And I have a gravy already. I'm going to give this a taste. potatoes, celery, and onions in there. See another piece of bone in there. We can just take that right out. Just a nice tiny piece, tiny bone. And I have my chicken and gravy. Make sure, I'm going to give this a taste, guys, to make sure that it's seasoned good. I'm just going to give it a nice taste. Oh my goodness. Doesn't need any more seasoning in there. That chicken tasted good. Nice chicken and gravy. Should go with my, go on top of my waffles. So I'm just going to place the lid back on there, keep that on low. And I'm going to go and start my waffles and see how this turns out. Okay, let me mix my batter up some more. It's nice and thick. Got my waffle iron on to get hot. Got that nice mixture there. You can see I'm going to do one or two to show you how it comes out. I have enough to make my grandkids some waffles when they come over this weekend. To spend time with grandmom. So, let's get our waffle maker down. We'll get the oil in the pan. Nice and hot. We'll roll that down so the waffles won't stick. And now I can go ahead and add me a waffle in there and get this ball rolling. I'm just going to take one scoop of the maker here, mixture, get that in there. Just 1.5. Let's close that bad boy up and wait for it to get done. So I'm excited for this here. We'll wait for that button to turn green. Hopefully this waffle maker isn't broke. So we're going to see how it turns out, guys. I'm waiting for the light to turn green. That's when I know my waffle is done. I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to make another one and show you my chicken and waffles. Let me get a plate out for this one. Just waiting on that button to turn green on the side, and then my waffle is done. Please don't fail me now, guys. Power's on. Things on. Nice and hot. This is a nice gadget to have. Nice size waffles. Time is ticking. Don't want to rush it, because I want my waffles to come out right. Oh, that green button's on, guys. Oh, this is a wonder. Oh, I can fill that up some more, so that's my test run. So I'm just going to take that out. Oh boy, they're nice and big. So I'm going to do another one. I'm going to add more. As you can see how the waffle just has a little part section not on. So let me do another one here. We want to fill this waffle up. Get a nice big waffle in there. Yeah. Get that waffle big, even if I gotta cut the sides off. That should fill it up. Okay, that should be good. Okay, let's get this thing up here. It's in a lock. That's a nice waffle there. Look at that. Could make it a little golden brown, but that's good. That's with that coconut oil, and I have some butter. I can brown it up a little bit, so I'm going to let it sit for a couple more minutes. And boy, oh boy, let me taste this here and see the flavor in this here. Oh my goodness. That's delicious. That's good for breakfast with some strawberries and some blueberries, bananas, and that syrup. Oh my goodness, that's delicious with that. Cooked with that liquid coconut oil. I had that to do today. That's awesome flavors in that waffle, guys. So we're going to wait for that one to get done. And let it do what it do. I'm going to let that darken up a little bit more. I like mine's a little bit browner. But other than that, I give this waffle maker a 10. Yeah. Oyster is a good product. Oh yeah, that I can see how that mixture is coming up here, so I know it's going to be a nice full one. I'm going to make 2. When my guests come, I could just make it because it doesn't take long, but I'm going to show you how good this waffle maker works and how good my waffles turned out. And I'm going to go ahead and make a plate and show you my chicken and waffles with this waffle here. Let's set that aside. Yeah, now I can see the steam. You see the steam coming out of there? Yeah, this is going to be a good waffle here. So I didn't add enough on the first one, so this one should come out even a lot better. Guys, look at that steam coming out of there. Yeah, this thing's rolling. This is still good. It's nice and crispy on the outside. That's why I put that oil on to give it that nice brown coating. You know. Yeah. Let's make sure this one comes out right. Okay, the light's on, so I'm just going to give it a couple more seconds. That green light came on. I can show you. It has a green light on the side. You see that? It has a nice green light on the side, so I'm just going to let that sit for a couple more minutes, a couple more seconds or so, and then I'll go ahead and take it out and make sure that it's brown coated on the outside, guys. See how that's nice and fluffy there. Give it a couple more seconds, and then we'll take it out. I'm anxious. I don't even want to wait for real. Lord. Okay, let's check and see what's going on. Oh, yes. So I can take and cut this off here. Get my knife here. Just take and cut that off. That's a good waffle. Yeah. Look at that. Nice waffle. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. So the other ones that I make, I can go ahead and, you know, when my company comes, they'll have a nice warm waffle. So I just take the edges off. Up here, nice and easy. And I'm going to add this to the plate, guys. Look at that waffle. Nice, beautiful waffle here. So I'm just going to go ahead and take and add that to a plate. And show you my chicken and waffles. Okay, I got my waffle ready. So I'm about ready to add that chicken. So I'm just going to add some chicken on top of there. I'm going to get some of that gravy and add on top. Yeah. Homemade chicken and waffles, guys. A meal to be reckoned with. Get some more of that gravy on there. So we have homemade chicken and waffles, guys. Delicious. Nice size waffle. It's going to be a grand evening. Set you down. And I think my waffles in that waffle maker could have came out a little darker, but it's done. So I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy. Carol's homemade chicken and waffles, guys. God bless you. Push that thumbs up button and see you soon.